could resist the taste of a marshmallow, right? But there's one thing that is even better than a marshmallow. Do you know what it is? A roasted marshmallow. You stick the marshmallow and then you put it on a fire, roll it and roll it until the outside turns into a brownish color. And then you taste it. It will be a heavenly feeling because the outside is crispy, but the inside is still melting hot. But the journey from a normal marshmallow to a roasted marshmallow takes time and patience. You need to grill the fire. You need to roll it until it turns into that delicious marshmallow that you enjoy for life. And that is just the same as a Toastmaster in her pathway journey. I am standing here today after 3 years being with Toastmaster and 3 years following just one pathway. But I'm confidently speaking to you, and I'm confident about my skills in public speaking, in developing different kind of projects such as the workshop, meetings, or applying for different jobs. That is all thanks to the experience that I have through the pathway. And to all dear Toastmaster who is following the pathway, anyone who is having a pathway, can you raise your hand? Oh, okay, so many poor people here. And people who are on their development journey, even though it's not a pathway or Toastmaster yet, this speech is for you. Okay. So in the beginning of 2020, I first joined Toastmaster. And at that time, I was introduced to this thing called pathway. Don't read the text yet, you will be dizzy. Well, I have no idea what pathway is or what exactly this could lead me to some promising destination. My only goal at that time to join a Toastmaster or join pathway is to enter the international speech contest. And for those of you who have joined the contest, what is the minimum pathway level that we need in order to qualify? Level 2. Level 2 of the pathway, and that means 7 speeches. And at that time, I only have 2 months. But I was so eager to become the best public speaker anyone could ever see. I was so eager for that instant marshmallow. So I joined in, and I do it day and night in order to finish 7 speeches in just 2 months. At that time, I was at UTC Toastmaster. And I nailed it. I finished 2 levels in 2 months, and I participated in the international speech contest for the first time. My speech at that time was called Balance. I was telling people about the journey, how I learned to ride a scooter. Yeah, I just learned to ride a scooter for 2 years now, but yeah, it's still cool. And how I learned to balance my life and my work. I put so much effort into it. And what title did I achieve? Can you guess? I won't tell you, but I will show you. I was the 3rd place in the club level. So can I advance? No. I cannot advance. And I was desperate. I put so much effort into that one speech, 2 months. Why? I asked a judge, an anonymous judge, about what exactly that I didn't do well. And she said, your speech has a lot of good technique, but it was too much. It was not the right balance. I make a speech about balance, but I don't have the right balance. Okay, so what do? I wait. So in the next 1 year, in order to enter the next contest, it's my time to finish level 3. And I joined a different club. Do you know what it's called? Quynh Toastmaster Club. And it was like such a sweet spot for me because for the first time I see there's so many experienced speakers like Toastmaster Quynh, Toastmaster Panda, Toastmaster Quynh. And I learned about the importance for having a mentor who will guide you along the way. So I asked Toastmaster Quynh to be my mentor. And in the summer of 2021, I rejoined the contest. And now I'm full of spirits. I have 1 year of experience. I have a mentor. Now And my speech at that time was called The White Daisy. It was a speech about spending quality time with your parents and your loved ones. And you know, I advanced from the club level to the area level, to the division level. And which title I have? Can you guess? I won't tell you, but I will show you. Yes, for the first time ever, I was the champion of a national contest. Did I feel satisfied? Yeah, you know me, no. I didn't feel satisfied. Because even though people tell me that my speech has a good technique, now it's like the right balance, but I still feel like my message didn't quite touch people in the way that it should be. You know, the kind of speech that makes you feel shaken to the core and makes you feel like you want to become a better person and take action. I want to deliver speeches like that. So I asked Toastmaster Yofeng, what should I do in order to have that speech? He said, you need to understand the pain of others. How? Become a VPE. Okay, so I become the Vice President of Education of Hot Cool Milk, and in that time I was already at level 4. But you know, the beautiful thing about this is that when you advance to the upper level, in level 4, it has many projects that just doesn't require you to give a normal speech. But it would be about creating a workshop, it would be about maybe organizing club activities, and when you do that, you would make a speech in order to share about your experience. So when I was a VPE, I have all the room and all the space in order to create some pain for people and to understand the pain of people. And I was finishing level 4 with a very successful term with any and everyone. But at that time, in the summer of 2022, I was standing in a major decision. I'm already at level 4, which means that I only have 2 more speeches in level 5 in order to finish this whole pathway. And at that time, it was the time for a new expo term. So people were counting on me to become the next president. So I can either become a president, spending 1 more year to become a slave of the club, and 1 more year not finishing the pathway, or just finish the pathway with any project that I have, because I already done a lot in other society, social club. But looking back at 4 levels and the entire journey that I have with Toastmaster, I realized that good things take time. When I have the time in order to really look deep into the things that I've learned, I have the time to observe others. That makes me learn and improve more than just doing it quick and not regarding about how exactly I've gone. So I become a slave to the club for an entire 1 year. And after 1 year, I escaped, and today is officially the day that I will put an end to this pathway project. The clap up for me, please. And from this entire journey, what I really want to share with you is good things take time. And there are 3 key rules that I take from the entire journey that I have with Toastmaster. And the first thing is, the further you grow, the longer it takes. And if you look at this, like a 5 level of pathway, when you finish level 1, level 2, you feel like it's super fast. But your growth at that time, you wouldn't see it much. When you grow to level 3, 4, and 5, it requires you more time in order to really dig into the projects that you have. But in that time, you are expanding, you're using your public speaking skills, you are creating and applying it into different kind of projects. And it makes you, even though it takes time, it will make you grow so much. So if you feel pressure that why I joined Toastmaster for 2 or 3 years, but I don't see myself as others, don't be worried. Everyone has the time, and in just no time, you will see that you will advance to become a star. Second rule, the Toastmaster development with pathway is from public speaking to leadership, from a member to a leader, from acquiring knowledge to really applying it. just looking at this 5 level. First, you start as a member. You start with basic level that teach you about public speaking, such as how to present, how to structurize your speech, and then it becomes when you use that speech in order to create a workshop, and you have to use your public speaking skills in order to negotiate with others in a much higher level. So you become a leader. And that also impair with how you acquire knowledge and applying it. And what I want to say in this is that if you want to make the most of your Toastmaster journey, I encourage you to compose your pathway completion with becoming an expert, because that will help you to take out the most out of this journey. And the last thing is to focus not on your task, objective, or pathway completion, but on your real experience. Because if I reflect back on every single speech, every single project that I do with the club, whether it's making a workshop, or whether it's making a seminar, entering a contest, or a fun mid-autumn activity that maybe comes soon in next week with the club, for example, it's all a wonderful experience. It helped me grow as a person, and it makes me have many, many more friends. So what I want to share with you is when you are on this development journey, it will take time. Sometimes you will lose heart, but you will, as long as you experience every single moment, you find a little joy, just a small marshmallow on the way, it's okay. It doesn't make you fat too much, I hope. And at no time you will see that you have gone through all of the journey and you have grown so much. So now, I'm standing here today in September 2023. 3 years with one pathway, but I'm so proud of who I have become. And good things take time, my friends. And now I would like to invite you to each one take a marshmallow. Take it, burn it with your heart and your feet, and think of the goal that you want to have and make it come true. Thank you, everyone.